Good morning. Ken Biles with Witchcraft Academy. Today's Saturday at Dragon Fest. Dragon Fest, this is the 31st year of Dragon Fest, and I have been coming off and on for, one of the guys camped next to me, and I talked. We started coming the same time, and I've been coming off and on to Dragon Fest for 28 years now. And this is always a magical place. This is the third site that I've been to in the last 28 years, and as you can see, it's just mountains of Colorado. No place better. It's been raining a lot this year, cold and damp, the last couple of days, which has put a damper, literally put a damper on things. But last night I went down to the drum circle, which is one of the main events that happens at Dragon Fest after dark, and helped get that going. We had a nice big fire and dancers and drummers, and it's a major gathering point in the evening for the 265 people who pre-registered, plus those who came up on a weekend pass. And even with the rain, and this is the first day we've really had sunshine since we got here on Wednesday. Wednesday was nice and bright and sunny and hot. Thursday and Friday were both overcast, cloudy, cool, rainy. It rained this morning before dawn, and now the clouds have broken, and it's blue sky. Well, maybe not. There was blue sky. So I'm hoping it'll be warm and bright, and people will be a little bit higher spirits today. But even with the rain, it has been a very magical event, a very magical time. This is the week I recharge my batteries for the year. Come up here, camp with some friends for about a week, and go to workshops, go to rituals. Last night I went to the drawing down. I got a really good message from that. Go to the drum circles, go to rituals at people's camp. Basically, it's a week of being pagan. And if you've never gone to a festival, to a pagan festival, I encourage you, find the closest one to you. Just type into Google, pagan festival. Find the closest one to you and make plans to go either later this year or more likely next year. You won't regret it, especially if you can get a couple people to go with you that you can camp with, so you're not camping by yourself. Nothing better to raise your spirits and reconnect with your spiritual self, especially if it happens to be someplace like this. You know, I'm looking past the camera to this just massive green forest, and it really is. Let me go ahead and pan around, and you can see how some of this looks. It really is an incredible place. I just have a really wonderful time up here. I came up with a couple of friends. We're expecting a couple of more friends to show up today. One of them's going to camp overnight with us. The other one's just coming up for the day. And I expect that we are going to have a wonderful time, whether we're in camp or out and about meeting people and talking to people. And see, and that's the other thing about pagan festivals. You know, I have heard over the years people say, I went to Dragon Fest, I didn't have any fun. And I'd ask them, well, what did you do? And their reply, invariably their reply is, well, I stayed in camp. Well, if you stay in camp, of course you didn't have any fun. You have to go out and meet people. You have to go out and see what's going on. And people are friendly, even if they're in their camp. You know, at night, you can tell whether or not a group is open to company, because if they've got a fire going, they're probably open to people walking up and saying hi, especially if you have a bottle of mead or two. In fact, down the road, some friends of mine, they call themselves Camp Mead. He's a brewer, and starting up a commercial meadery. And so you walk into their camp, first thing they do is offer you a drink. Down the hill here is Phoenix Circle, which is the dry camp for those who can't or don't wish to partake, or need a little support in a group that is drinking heavily. You know, if you're gonna Dragon Fest, I've always said Dragon Fest, you get out of it what you put into it. And if you're just gonna sit around and camp all day, you're not putting anything into it. You have to go out and see people, meet people, network, get to know who's there. You'll be amazed at the number of friends you will make, lifelong friends that you will make at a pagan festival. I have a group of friends, it's a former coven called the Serpent Circle. I met them my second Dragon Fest, and every year at Dragon Fest, Saturday night they'd have a ritual, and I was lucky enough to stumble onto it that second year, and private ritual, invitation only. They invited me in, and they invited me back every year since. I've known them for now, well, 27 years. Other people I've known nearly as long, or just as long, and this is the only place I get to see them. So it's well worth the time and effort if you get the chance to register and go to a pagan festival. Anyway, if you're looking at this anywhere but Witchcraft Academy, go take a look at Witchcraft Academy. That's where everything happens. And you guys have a blessed day.